Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. OTB has got their Champions Cup drop, and one of the discs I'm most excited about is this one right here. This is the Proton Soft Range. Love Proton Soft plastic, love the range. This is gonna be a great combo. Let's go test it out. Let's go. All right, so we're gonna do a little field testing and then we're gonna head out to the course to try this out. I have some of my other ranges that we're gonna compare it to also, but let's start with the range. If you don't know, the numbers on a range are 2, 1, negative 0.5, positive 0.5. So it's a low speed, low glide, low fade, low turn disc, and I love it. All right, let's run right at this basket with it. Love it, got a little nose up, but check this out. It's just gonna drop and sit. So the other versions of the range that have come out, we've got the Eclipse version. We also got a neutron and a cosmic neutron version. They all pretty much fly very similar, but let's get warmed up a little bit by throwing these guys also. So that's the first one that came out, the Eclipse. You can see it's got lots of turn on it. There you go, nice job. The second one that came out was the Eagle Cosmic Neutron one. There you go, you can see some good turn on that one also. And then the one that came out last month was the Neutron Range. There we go. All right, like I said, all flying very similar, but let's get some good tosses with this new one to compare. All right, we're gonna run these four back yet again. Basket's about 200 feet out there, which is money range for the range here. Hey, money range, love it. Yeah, I love the feel of that Proton Soft plastic. All right, it is a pretty new disc, max weight, not getting a lot of turn out of it. What you're gonna notice with my older ranges, you're gonna see a little bit more turn off the get-go. All right, that one was pretty close to the Proton Soft. That's also a newer one. One of my favorite shots to do with the range is a nice little Anheuser forehand shot. It's also another one I like to do when I threw bergs quite a bit. The range just does a really good job of holding that Anheuser line on a forehand, unlike any other disc. So let's do a couple throws with those, and then I think it might be time to go out to the course. So sometimes in disc golf, you're not able to throw the shot you want. So let's say these little baby trees here are nice and big and I've got to throw a disc out to the right side and have it hook back to the left. And maybe I have an obstacle in my way that makes it kind of impossible for me to do a backhand. Best shot, if you're not a lefty, is to take a disc just like this, put it on an Anheuser, have it hold that line, and it basically does the exact same thing that a backhand shot does, but it allows you to step out and get away from an obstacle. And the range, I believe, is a perfect disc for that. So let's try some of these older ones first before we do the new range. All right, Eclipse one up first. See, look how that holds that, flattens out. Love it. All right, see if we can get a little closer with the Neutron one. There we go, holds it, pans out. Nice job. All right, now let's really check out this stability on this new Proton Soft range here. Yeah, let's go. Literally hit the pole. Yeah, it's a touch more stable. Maybe it's because it's new. I don't know, but I'm really digging it. You know, sometimes it's hard to tell when you initially get a disc if it's more stable because it's new or it's just a more stable run. But at least initially, I feel like this Proton Soft range is just a touch more stable, which I really like. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not overstable, just a touch more stable than the other ranges. Well, it's time to go to the course. Let's go. All right, not too bad, a little left. All right, so went a little too inside with this range, but that's all right. It should line us up for a nice little forehand shot with the range, which, like I did in the field there, this is a really good opportunity to kind of showcase how the Range is actually a really good forehand disc. All right, we got a perfect opportunity to kind of go this right route, forehand, have it flex back. All right, Range, I've been talking you up. Let's see if we can do it. Oh, love it all day. Sit down. There we go. So those of you who have not discovered the joys of having like a Berg or a Range type disc in your bag, just try it. Guarantee you. Just pick one up, give it a shot. You're gonna find yourself using these discs in situations where you can't use other discs. I know it seems kind of weird to have a slow, low glide disc, but it's money. Not a bad putter too. All right, we got perfect opportunity, 200 feet, just right there in front of you. This seems like the perfect distance and shot for the Range. You can run right at it. We don't have to worry about it going too long. Love it all day. Park City. So I'm not sure I would call this a more stable or less stable version of the Range. Man, it's just a nice Range, but what I will call it is super money. This thing in the Proton Soft plastic is great. I dig it. This thing is definitely going straight in the bag. I'm gonna pull out whatever other Range I've had in my bag for now, and this Range is gonna be my go-to for now, but don't worry, I kind of go between the other Ranges just depending on how I feel. But this Range is in the bag starting today. What a great disc. What great plastic. If you guys are looking to pick up some of these, you should head on over to Disc Golf Deals USA. Use my code. It'll save you 10%. And stay tuned for all the other OTB Champions Cup discs. I'm doing reviews on them too. And once I do all the reviews, I'm going to take all 8 discs. We're gonna go play around with all 8 discs. It's a good lineup. I think it'll be pretty solid out on these courses in Charlotte. So stay tuned for that. All right, thanks for tuning in. Till I see you next time. Peace out.